What's going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. Today my FragranceBuy Ca haul has finally arrived. So a couple of weeks back they offered a fantastic sale. I had two fragrances in my mind and I got them. The first one is m.micallef GnTonic. I really wanted this fragrance and finally I got it at a beautiful price. And the other one, I bought it only because of the presentation, not because it replicates or clones something. Art of Nature 2 from the house of Lattafa. Solid heavy box. Let's find out what they're all about, and if this is your first time visiting my channel, make sure you are subscribed and hit the thumbs up button if you like contents like these. Let's proceed with GnTonic from m.micallef. Now, personally, I love fragrances that has that GnTonic or slightly woodsy, boozy, light, citrusy kind of vibes, and I really wanted this one. So there's a top sleeve. I'm gonna throw it to the side. Oh wow. So you gotta be careful when taking out the bottle. There's a little note or something. I'll read that later on. But wow, that bottle. The color itself feels like peaceful vibes right there. So wonderful bottle, I must say. But yeah, so the cap, magnetic, I guess, or is it just, oh no, it just mildly locks into place. So you guys gotta be careful if you are picking up the bottle. Be very careful because this just sits like that. Looks like a piece of rock. It's a metallic one. I'm pretty sure it's cool to the touch, so of course, but the bottle design is pretty nice. Let me read out the notes to you and then I'm gonna do my first impression on skin. So as per the website, on the top you've got bitter orange, lime, ginger, peppermint, pink pepper. On the mids you have cedar, nutmeg, lily of the valley, orange blossom, and on the base you have vetiver, white musk, sandalwood, amber, and moss. So someone in the FragCom mentioned that whether I get the vibes from GnTonic, whether I get the vibes of Gentle Fluidity Silver. So of course I'm not a big fan of comparison, but of course since the person asked, I will do it for you, man. Let's go ahead and spray GnTonic by m.micallef. I'm gonna go on skin directly. Yep, that's clean. That atomizer is really nice. Ooh, woo, woo. It's so airy and refreshing, like right away. It's like the first sip of that wonderful citrusy GnTonic drink. Definitely some kind of a summer cocktail vibe. And in the opening, like there was the sharpness and immediately it's going away. So it's like the first 2, 3, 5 seconds, it's gone. The characteristic lemony, mild white florals. There's a kind of like a sourness, a tarty sourness coming through. Certainly there's this boozy kind of vibe. Very vibrant and refreshing. Definitely the peppermint is working here. Wow. And as for comparison to Gentle Fluidity Silver, in case someone's wondering, they are not the same. They smell very, very different. This is something totally different, and this one goes in a whole different direction, nowhere close, just for clarification's sake. Oh man, my God. I don't care if it's winter, cold, fall, I don't care. I enjoy my freshes, and this is definitely gonna be in rotation. Beautiful, like smells so clean, fresh, excellent blind buy, I must say. Like if you like boozy, something that's light, refreshing kind of booze, something that reminds you of sitting somewhere near the water side, maybe a sea beach, maybe by the riverside, sipping on your cool drink that's sweating on the glass, this is the kind of fragrance you want to wear. Next up, I'm gonna try Lattafa's Art of Nature. Now, so far, if I remember that this is supposed to be, this fragrance kind of like goes in the direction of Parfums de Marly's Altair, if I'm not mistaken. So guys, if you've been on my channel long enough, you know I don't usually do comparisons. It's just that I really like the presentation on this and I just had to get it. Wow, my God. So I guess this is from their Pride collection, Lattafa Pride. Beautiful finishing, like, wow, unbelievable. Sometimes even niche brands don't bring up that kind of presentation. I don't know how they do it. Let's break open the authenticity seal. Let's see what's inside. Because from what I saw on other channels, look at this. This box is gonna be a fingerprint magnet, and wow, I'm gonna still pull this in my hand. Okay, so they give you kind of like a booklet, and the box is basically a mirror. If you need a shaving mirror that you can hold up close and do those lines, just go buy this one. Serves the purpose. Wow. And it opens like a book too. Wow, man. Inside it's like a velvet thing. Fragrance, although the notch is pretty shallow. I don't know, like guys, when you open it, just make sure you're holding it flat. You don't want to drop this bottle. Let me put this on the side. Look at this bottle. Wow. And it's not like some cheap 3D thing. Like, look at the finish on this thing. Whoa. And it's clear on the sides. Beautiful. Wow. Hats off for the presentation. And the cap, that's a metallic cap on the outside. Inside it's plastic, but on the outside it's metallic. Very nice and premium finish. Wow, excellent. So let me read out the notes quickly, and then I'm gonna do my first impression. So on the top, you get bergamot, olibanum, mandarin, and apple. Fruity opening. I don't know how the olibanum is gonna play out. On the mids, you've got orange blossom, rose, and cardamom. Okay, the heavy, dense, sticky, sweet kind of things are on the mids, spiciness. And on the base, you've got vanilla, ambroxan, gaiac wood, cedarwood, and musk. So, what am I getting out of Lattafa Art of Nature 2? Again, let me show you the bottle real quick. Really love this bottle. Like, for this price, I think I got it for what, like $42, $41? I forgot the price, but definitely. I'll go on my right hand, all clean. Look at the atomizer, real good. Ooh, this one's nice. And look at the amount of juice that this thing shot out. So I think you might have to shoot from, like, spray from far away to get a better distribution, because this thing just soaked my hand. Wow. Again, guys, just for full disclaimer, I have never smelled Altair, and even if I had, I would not compare this thing directly, but my God. Art of Nature 2. So there's kind of like a nice spicy kind of vibe, definitely coming from the cardamom. The fruitiness is somewhere in the background. So the first thing that I get is a lot of cardamom. Some spicy, there's the sweetness from the fruits, of course. Olibanum kind of like gives like a depth enhancer over here, almost like a 3D effect, like a layering of things. Almost has that kind of like a nice bakery, like biscuits, vanilla, orange kind of combination, kind of biscuits, that kind of a vibe. But it's nice, feels very gourmand. Obviously, like, this is a first impression. It's going to open up more. Of course, it's going to be a whole different story, but something you would want to wear during the cooler time of the year. Definitely not something you would want to wear in the summer months or, you know, in heat. Yeah. Definitely has the pushing power, like it's pretty loud. There's like a nice depth to it, like it's not like just flat out linear. So I don't get any rose at this point. I guess the rose is kind of like playing a background role, and maybe it's adding to the sweetness too. Not one of your sweet jammy rose. I don't know how this thing's gonna open up later down the line, but so far, another successful blind buy. This is Lattafa's Art of Nature 2. Just look at this presentation. Let me show you the box real quick. That's, oops, I dropped something. So this is like a mirror kind of box, and fingerprint magnet, of course, that's already getting spoiled. But the bottle, wow, the bottle is beautiful. So guys, that was my first impression and unboxing of two new fragrances that I got, GnTonic and Lattafa's Art of Nature 2. Wonderful creations by the perfume houses, and I'm a happy man. Wow, mind-blowing. Great blind buys, I must say. Give them a shot. And again, if you have made it this far, if you're not subscribed yet, I would highly appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel, because it helps with the production and everything. And hit the thumbs up button too if you like contents like these. Until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and all the best.